I'm done doing what I've been doing. Everything gonna be different.
Me and you good now?
Like I said, Kanan, we got a lot to talk about.
Give her one more shot to make it right between y'all.
Hell no, Mouty.
I need somebody I can count on.
I ain't shooting my way out of problems no more.
I disagree.
I'm here to move weight. It's what I do. It's who I am.
What's up, YouTube? It's your boy Mark Dark, and I'm back with another video. If you're new, if you love power, go ahead, hit that subscribe button, like the video, and leave your theories, comments, everything down below. Now tonight, we're going to be talking about Power Book 3, Raising Kanan, Season 3, Episode 1. This is my quick thoughts, early impressions. Down below, I want you guys to give me your quick thoughts, early impressions on this episode. And man, as I told you guys, I watched Season 1 and 2 this week. And watching this episode, they picked straight up from that Season 2 finale. And they didn't waste any time at all. But of course, we know we smoking on that Detective Burke pack. Your boy Detective Howard, he said, you know what? I got the juice now. I got to take care of her because she's doing entirely too much. And, my quick thoughts, early impressions on the whole thing was, I'm pretty sure we all kind of predicted that Burke will go, or she will be neutralized somehow, some way, because usually in the Power universe, when you do things like Detective Burke is doing, you don't survive or something bad happens to you, right? So she was entirely too eager, and Howard told her time and time again to leave it alone. Her boss told her time and time again to leave it alone. Now, I'm not saying that Detective Burke should have not done her job, but if you're going to come at Detective Howard knowing what you know, maybe you should come at him a little bit smarter than that. But we already know people like her, they do not last in the Power universe. Detective Howard, he wasn't playing around. He took her out just like that. He wanted to know exactly what she thought she knew, which, she knew the majority of the things that was going down, but she decided to meet up with him in a disclosed location at night. I mean, she was strapped up and we know she was recording him, but come on, Burke. You got to be smarter than that. Like, you got to be smarter than that. And once they start, having her talk to Adina and her pops, we started to hear a little bit more about her family, her moms and stuff like that. I was like, yeah, she gonna get smoked. Now, of course, I wasn't thinking it was going to happen in this episode, but then again, I was like, well, Kanan did kind of put that battery in Detective Howard's, back, telling him, you got to handle this because she gonna take us all down because she knows the truth. So that's exactly what Howard ended up doing. And now we know he's going to be trying his best this season to try to cover that up and make sure no one else finds out the truth. But man, that was a crazy ending. What did y'all think about that? What did y'all think about Detective Burke? I already know the majority of the fans, they didn't really like her because she was being a little bit too eager and she was pressing the attack a little bit too much. Knowing what she knew, I just think she probably should have been a little bit smarter. But as I told you guys, she was green. She was, a detective that did not have a whole lot of experience, but she felt like she was doing what she had to do to get the job done. Apparently, it didn't work. Now, my quick thoughts, early impressions on Rock. We know she was recovering in this episode from that gunshot. We know that they put everything on Crown Camacho, the whole shooting, talking about, he had issues and beef with all types of people. He owed all these people money. So they kind of, squashed it as of right now with that. Now, I didn't know what was going to happen in this episode. I thought it was going to happen a few episodes down the line, but your boy Unique, he clapped those cheeks instantly. Soon as he saw Rock in this episode, he met up with her at her spot. He got up in that, y'all. And he literally got up in that. And I'm pretty sure this is going to be another secret that Rock is going to try to keep and protect and lie about. But that's just me. And Kanan in this episode, y'all, he was not taking any of Rock's crap. She's talking about she's done with the game and all that. We talked about this in my final predictions video and in my what to expect video and in my, season description video that Rock is going to try to get out, talking about she's going to change her ways and all that. But we know as fans watching this show, just as much as Kanan knows, that that's bull crap. We know Rock's going to stay in the game. She can't just walk away like that. You know what I'm saying? It ain't going to happen. She going to come back and put in that work, eventually. We know in the next episode, your boy Stefano, he's going to, approach her and he's going to get her to do some things for him along with Unique. But it was funny seeing Kanan's reaction because he's like, look, I'm tired of all your lies. You know what I'm saying? He brought up the whole thing about, Howard being his pops. Marvin ended up finding out the truth. She finally, told him the truth about it, which I'm glad they did not wait too long for her to, put that out there. But she ended up telling them the truth about that. She still has more secrets that she needs to reveal and more lies that she needs to talk about. But Kanan, man, he was on one. He's not going for any of that stuff that she's talking about at all. Now, quick thoughts, early impressions on Lulu. That boy on one. And we already know when we see characters in the Power Universe drink, we know the season is going to be very dark for them. Usually we see them do all types of things that's out of their character. We've seen it with Ghost. We've seen what Crown Snitch was about in Power Book 4 Force. And now Lulu seems like he's going to be going through it. And for what Michael Mays has said about his character this season, he said that this season is going to be very, very sad for Lulu. I told you guys I believe he will be the surprise factor out of season 3. And it's going to be some crazy stuff coming out of the storyline in my opinion. Now he ended up meeting up with Kanan at the end of the episode, told Kanan that he was the one that took out D-Wiz. Rock made him do it, but he could have said no, right? So it's going to be some tensions in the air, man. But the truth this season is finally coming out. No matter if it's going to hurt or not, it has to come out in order for everybody to fully recover. But the question is, will Rock reveal all of her truths or will she continue to lie? Just like Kanan believes that she's probably going to end up doing. Now, quick thoughts, early impressions on Marvin. We already knew he was going to recover. It was some fans out there kind of, wondering if he was going to make it or not. Now, Marvin did make it. He went to Kenya's funeral, whatever. Jukebox did not go. It shows you that he still had, some love in his heart for her, at least to show up and show his respects. But y'all let me know. Marvin, he ain't go to no hospital. This man walking around with a wound. I mean, he needs some antibiotics. That boy needs some treatment. That boy need to go get him some Vikes, something. He needs some type of pain medication. He needs to really go see a doctor because I did not see him in this episode go do that at all. Y'all let me know what y'all think about that. But it seems like Marvin will continue to try to fix things with Jukebox. We know Jukebox, she was very upset about what happened to her mother, Kenya. Of course, her and Kanan, they had that conversation. And Kanan is like, look, this is what my mom does. She destroys everything that she touches. And he mentions that Kenya got caught up in her mess and she's not here anymore because of that. But man, it's kind of sad to see how everything played out. We know Jukebox ended up getting, Kenya's old records. She left a box of clothing and different things for Jukebox. And even though things did not play out the way it should have played out between her and her mother, Jukebox, we know at the end of the day, she still has love for her moms, man. And we're going to see how that's going to affect her in season 3. Quick thoughts, early impressions on Ronnie. We saw him get out. We know he's upset. We talked about this over a year ago on how he's going to be upset with Unique. And as far as him doing business with Rock, he is not going to like how things are going and how business is going because things, they have changed. I mean, Unique was right and he wants to continue to advance. He doesn't want to do things the way that they used to be, but it seems like Ronnie, he got different thoughts. So I'm expecting this to be some tension between the two brothers and, maybe it's going to be a clash this season. But overall, this was a very good season 3 opener. The character development in Raising Kanan is great. The pacing of the show, I was watching it and I was like, man, this episode is going quick. I kept checking the time and it seemed like the episode was about to end, but that goes to show you just how good this show really is. I cannot wait to see episode 2. Of course, I'll drop that episode 2 trailer, so check it out if you have a chance, if you have not seen it yet. But it seems like things are starting to pick up in Rock and Unique. They're going to have some problems with the Mafia. We know, your boy Stefano, he got some issues, and of course, he wants to address those issues with Rock. We know in this episode, of course, he went to Sal Bocelli telling him he did not like how things played out last season. So you already know that's going to be a big thing in season 3. But I will catch you guys tomorrow for the full recap. We're going to go over this episode one more time in full detail and talk about all the little things that popped off. But I want to thank you guys once again for all the love, all the support, and I will catch y'all on the next one. But let me get up on out of here, man. It's your boy Mark Dark. I'm out. Peace.